Hi, so this is going to be a tutorial on how to record in Komodo. There is two options in terms of how to record. So one is to use the native application, which is this desktop application here that I'm using right now. And the other is a Chrome extension that you can install, and the Chrome extension will pop up over here. So when we started recording, let's just illustrate an example. We start this Chrome extension, and I suggest to pin it here. So once you pin it, you can see it. There's a camera here, of course. You can resize the camera. You can also switch to your avatar if you want it to be a static image. You can also switch into picture-in-picture mode like this. And you can launch full screen of the video. And then there are some controls here. So before I start the recording, let me go through these really quick. I'll go into settings in a second. There's this blurring feature. So if we want to blur some content out, we just do that and then start the recording, and it will stay on the page, persistent. There's also this hide UI feature, which will just hide this interface. It's like an X. And that's that. Inside of settings now, we have three options. One is just a regular video, which is what I'm doing right now. One is a video with a guide, which will record a video with guide steps. And one is a guide only. And to illustrate all three, I'll just use this video with the guide. So let's do that. There are some more settings here. You can set your resolution, you can select your microphone and so on, your camera, but that's that. Okay, so we save that. Let's start the recording. So I select what screen I want to share, in this case, screen 1. So the countdown finished and I'm recording, and I can tell that my mic is working because we're having this audio feedback here. And then we just start recording whatever it is that you want to show. So let's imagine that I want to go into Amazon documentation just to illustrate the purpose. I click on it. And in this case, it would be a screen recording where I'm walking somebody through, explaining features of things, clicking around, explaining the purpose of things, let's say, and so on. And so we just did the step, look into a bucket. Here's what a bucket is, and so on. Okay, that should be enough. And here you can see as I'm doing this, click capture is on, meaning that every click is being captured. And I'll show what that is in a second. We can turn off the click capture. We can also pause the video, of course, or we could restart. Let's stop here and let's see what we got. So it created this video. I'll mute it for now. And here we have the video on the left and the guide steps on the right. And if I fast forward a little bit, each click corresponds to a time that I clicked it here. So it will keep a trail, timestamp based history of your clicks. And the advantage of doing it this way is in a video, it's very difficult to follow along clicks. Like if I am just watching this, I would have to repeat and type this. Here I can just go, okay, I went to Google, let's say, to start. Then I clicked on Amazon documentation. That's where I got there. And then I could say, okay, I went to here. So here's the actual page that I clicked on, and so on. That's the purpose of that, to make it just a lot easier. You can also add steps here. You could remove steps as well. And then we can fully configure these steps by clicking this Open Guide page. So that's what this does. So when this opens this page, it shows, based on the video and all the clicks, what we call a interactive view. So I can click, see what I was clicking, and it follows the cursor along. And then basically you can embed this somewhere on your site or on your CMS or LMS or whatever you're using. But that just shows a person how to navigate and follow along. I can also expand all the clicks by clicking on what we call the list view. And the list view shows you the details, or like all the clicks that took place. I can add instructions to everything and say purpose is X. This supports Markdown, so you can do, like headings here and so on. So if I did heading, it would do that. I can also take this image, let's say, click on Edit, and I can annotate it too and say like, hey, this is the arrow, pay attention, and add some note here. I don't know, important, just for an example, and save that. And this will update that step to make it more prominent. Also, you can reorder the steps if you need to, and you can also do it by clicking on this position. But this is just a quick overview of what the video is and what the guide is, and then when you're finished, you can go ahead, download the guide in the PDF. You can export that. The video itself, with a premium account, you can download the video, and you can also get the transcript if you need that. And there's other functions here. I'm not going to go through all of them just for the sake of focus. But this is how to record.